One of the hardest questions to answer is if you had another $100,000, whatever that is for you, where would you spend it and why? It's a great question to be able to answer for your customers, but it's an even better question if you're an owner to be able to answer for yourself. We're going to talk channel level budgeting today for your agency, and we do LTV CAC modeling. The way this sheet works, it's based on your financials. If you improve the structural financials of your business, your marketing gets better. Now, as marketing consultants, as third-party vendors, we don't always get control over a customer's gross margin, a retention rate, pricing, but as an owner of your own company, you definitely do. And there's things you want to watch. We want gross margin, not less than 50, not more than 65, somewhere in that range. Lifespan of customers, on the lowest end, we want to have customers on annual contracts, so we want 12-month minimum. We'd like to get 24-month maximum. 18 months is a healthy aiming point right now for your agency, in my opinion. AOV, we want that monthly pricing at 10K plus. Once you cross 10K, you can now sustain more infrastructure for your agency. In other words, you can support having a large recruiting team, large finance team, large marketing team, large sales team, but you need essentially pricing to do that, and then pricing is going to be helpful. In this case, if you had a 55% gross margin, kept a customer for 18 months, and they paid you 10K a month, your LTV is $99,000. Now, the reason this is important is we're going to go down and see the graph. We've got this very first column called model. This is what I use to calculate initially what I can spend for one customer. So I'm looking for an LTV CAC of 3. That means my lifetime value is 3 times my customer acquisition cost. Here, I just set customers as 1, really all I cared about. And then I made my total cost, in this case, be 33 because my value was 99. That got me a 3-to-1 LTV CAC. And that lets me know, quite simply, I can spend $33,000 to get a customer. Now, when you think about team cost, you got to include sales, you got to include managers, you got to include all the costs that it takes to monetize the marketing. There's 3 ways to do it. So you can just take your total cost of your growth org, spread it evenly across your channels. That's one way. You can take the cost of the person explicitly managing the channel and then ignore all other costs. Or you can essentially try to calculate the actual cost involved in the channel and then come up with like a distribution of cost for managers and sales on top of the direct cost. As long as you're consistent throughout, doesn't really matter to me. This is on the model tab. So in this example, I can spend $33,000. What you can look at is LinkedIn. This is all dummy data, but things I'm looking at is understanding essentially how life cycle conversion rates are differing by channel. I want to know what % of my pitches are converting or closing. I want to know how often things are moving through the funnel, how much I'm paying for each. And when I'm done with all this, I can quickly decide, you know what? We're going to spend a heck of a lot less on Google ads, and we're going to spend a heck of a lot more on LinkedIn, getting a way better return. For most of us, we have finite budgets, we don't have a ton of money, and we need big impact. This sheet right here will empower you, find that impact, and really be successful with your shop. So hopefully this helps, and you now have a better mechanism for understanding capital allocation and the channels you want to advertise on. If you got any questions, leave a comment on the video or shoot me an email or fill out my form on my website. So thanks, everybody.